when these little goats get down, they don't have a will to live. So you got to give them some B12, and that usually gives them the strength to carry on, to take one step forward and keep going. I prefer banana pudding. I take banana pudding. Banana pudding is my food that gives me the will to live. I have made a number of videos with Carl, and no one is commenting on how amazing his behavior's been lately. Seriously, no one's saying a word about it. And I don't know why y'all are ignoring that fact. And then I think, I mean, aren't y'all impressed that Carl has been trained? Lester has trained Carl? No, are you not impressed that Lester has trained Carl? I trained an ostrich. Someone should acknowledge that.
Oh my God. Do not trip over that ball. Look at this. Speaking of game, Carl's like, I got your game right here. Oh my God.
All is good, nothing to see here.
Playing hide and seek with an ostrich.
There's one thing I need to say, Jamie.
Yeah? What's that?
I hope for all of those teachers who didn't believe in me, who said I would never amount to anything, ha! Yeah! I trained an ostrich. Who's laughing now, Jamie?
I think that is a game that Carl's playing. Carl's like, if I don't look at him, and he's maybe not.
Who's laughing now, Jamie?
You better hope that that goat doesn't make a noise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Shoot.
Open the gate. Open the gate. I know this looks about ridiculous. Lester pulling a wagon. But I'm feeding the babies up front today. Now, they don't know it yet. Uh-oh. They don't know it, but they've just been alerted. They heard my voice. Darn it. I gotta hurry now, because once they all get over here, this is not gonna be easy. So I'm gonna feed the babies up front. This is so cute. Oh no, they're all coming. Sorry about being so bumpy. The little bumpy ride y'all are on. There we go. Look at Carl. Carl's like, wait for me, guys. Carl's running. Carl is, well, he's jogging. Carl's a lot faster than that. If he wanted to run, he could run. I love that bird. Let me spread this feed out over here. I'm trying to find a place I can set my camera down so y'all can watch. With all the babies coming around the corner. Look at Carl. Look at Carl. He wants to be first to eat. He wants to be first to eat. Carl wants to be the first to eat, guys. Here, Carl. There's plenty for everybody. Y'all, let me have that. Hold on. I'm still feeding y'all. So, Carl, don't knock that over. So what I'm doing here, the little one-arm thing. Guys, do not send me a chest-mounted... Maggie, you better stay in that water. I didn't know Maggie followed me in here. Oh boy, here comes Copper. So, no, do not send Lester a head mount for a camera or a chest mount, because I won't be able to use that. Don't you even think about it. No, you don't. Boy, I knew what she was doing. Trudy, baby, I would rather you let me pour that out. I've tried. Don't you knock that over, love. Here, let me have it. I have tried the little chest-mounted cameras, and they're just not for me. They're just not for me. Here, Carl. The chest-mounted cameras are just not my thing. Uh-oh. Maggie, you're going to get yourself hurt and get me hurt trying to protect you. Come on. Hold on, y'all. Get out of here. Boy, Maggie. Oh, here comes my Ringo. Maggie don't know who she's messing with. The thing is, when me and Maggie came into pasture, Carl was nowhere around. Oh no, we got a sickie here. We got a little sickie goat right there, y'all. Baby, you're sick. I gotta take care of you. Excuse me, Annie's. Now I gotta get over here to where all the action's happening. I'm surprised I haven't knocked that over yet. Y'all think it's pretty cool. So that's what it is. I think it's pretty cool to eat out of the little cart. So we got one little sick baby. Can I pour this out here? All right. So I was saying, do not try to send me. Y'all are so kind, and y'all try to take care of my back and my shoulders, and you send me things. But I'm not one. I can't really use the whole head-mounted camera or the chest-mounted camera. I have all of those. You guys over the years have sent me some really neat things, and a lot of it I just can't use. It's not really my style. I know that this one-arm thing is not always easy, but it's easier for me. When I used to use the head camera, sometimes where I was looking, it wouldn't be actually recording. It'd be recording somewhere different. But with when I hold it with my hand, I have the ability to zoom in, and I just constantly look at the camera. As a matter of fact, what I do most of the time is just, I see the world. When I'm videoing, I pretty much see the world through my camera. So what I see is what you see. And that makes it a little bit easier for me. There. All right, here we go. I'm happy that the little goat who has the little scours, which is goat diarrhea, is at least eating. So that happens, y'all. It happens a lot, actually. The little goats, their tummies are very sensitive. Wait a minute, that's not Sissy. That is Sissy. No, that's Sissy. Okay. Wow, baby, you scared me. I'm like, not my Sissy, not my sweet Sissy. Be sweet. Sorry, sweet Sissy. I just got sweet Sissy rammed. Here, Huck, right there on the ground. Y'all are probably wondering, Lester, what in the world are you feeding? Because every bucket pour looks different. It is true. I'm trying to get rid of some of our summer mix. We have some feeds we feed in the summer, and some we feed in the winter. And right now I'm slowly trying to clean out the summer feed to make room for all of our winter feeds. And in saying so, I sometimes can make a little bit of a gumbo, if you will, of animal feeds. Look at Newton. Newton's like, you know what? I'm gonna eat out right here. I was saying that goats will eat almost anything. They really will. But a lot of things can get them sick to their stomachs. Because even though they're goats, and goats are sort of known, well, for eating anything, a lot of things don't settle well with them. And they can get these scours real easy. All right. I got my last little bit here. I'll pour it out. Now, what's funny is this. It's not really funny. It's actually kind of a pain. So, as you can see, here's Piggy Pig. There's Pig Newton. And over there is Pig Trudy. Now, Tiny Tim, oh, Copper's here somewhere. I saw, there's Copper. And so, Tiny Tim never come over because Tiny Tim knows what's going to happen. And if you watch something funny, if you stick around for a little bit, I'll show you how ridiculous this is. As I walk back towards the barn, the pigs know that I'm going to get oatmeal. And they'll start walking back towards the barn with me. And because they want to be first in line for that oatmeal. Oh, they come over here and get them a little bite of whatever's being poured for these babies. But they will go right back to the barn when I leave, following me in hopes of some delicious oatmeal. Let me put that in there. There we go. All right, that was good. Let's get back towards the barn and get that oatmeal to go. So these donkeys are being foolish. They're over here taking a little bit of corn And so if you don't know this, we throw the corn over just to give me a little bit of a head start on getting over there to feed everything else. But the donkeys need more than just corn. So they're missing out on all the nutritious stuff. All right, I'm gonna grab my oatmeal. And by the time I get back with the oatmeal, it'll be funny because all the pigs will be here. They know. All right, here comes Trudy. I just got Timmy his oatmeal. Now these donkeys are saying, you know what? This oatmeal's pretty good. And then of course Petunia has hers. All the chickens and ducks are watching her eat. And then Lola, she has hers over there. And now, oh no, oh no. You got a little bite in the ear, baby. Look at her ear, y'all. She got bit in the ear. Baby, I'm sorry. Hey, Jan. So the other pigs have not come up yet, and they've probably forgotten. Even though pigs are known to be smart, my pigs are not always as smart as they should be. Sometimes my pigs can do things that don't appear to be too smart. So I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna meet Peggy Pig halfway. I'll meet her halfway. She's over here. Look at him. He is just so happy to be one of the littles. He has found his niche, and no one is saying how well behaved Carl's been lately. Nobody. I'm not gonna be the one to point it out. If you guys don't notice things like that, then that's on you. But there was a time, folks. There was a time when I will admit that I was a little bit leery about going into pastures with Carl. And now he's just been on his very best behavior. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go take care of Roxy because I don't like the fact that she's not feeling her best. Her little tail's down. And before it gets much darker, much later, I'm going to go ahead and go take care of her. Because that's how she should look right there, all jumping around and happy-go-lucky. And she's not. Now, she is eating. That she's eating, that's a good thing. So we're happy about that. But I don't like the fact that she's just not feeling her best. So I'm going to go take care of her. And then everyone else looks good. And I'm just saying, y'all, it's not my place to point out things to you all. It is not my place to point out good behavior. Normally, you guys are quick to point out everything to me. I'm just messing with y'all. You know I am. I'll keep a close eye on her and anybody else. Hey, I will say one last thing before I end this. And this is exactly why, man, just excuse my hands. That's oatmeal. That's exactly why we feed on the ground and not in bowls anymore. So listen, guys, and now I had no idea. So here, you almost punched me. He almost popped me in my bad knee, which is why I limp in the first place, in case y'all don't know. Listen to me, y'all. I'll say one last thing, and I promise I'll let you go, because I have a few jobs I want to get done before it gets dark. A lot of people ask, why? Why do we pour the animals' feed on the ground, Lester? Why don't you put it in bowls? And you're saying, Lester, I see a bunch of bowls on top of that thing right there. Yes, we have plenty of bowls. You guys have been so kind, and you have sent us so many bowls. But do you remember last year when all of our goats were getting sick? And there were two things that the vet talked to me about. Well, three things. Number one, the importance of clean water. They have to have fresh, clean water daily. So guess what? Ding. We have taken care of that situation, and now our babies have fresh, clean water. It's cleaned out at least once every day, sometimes twice a day. Jamie comes out around noon when she's here, and Jake comes here every afternoon. If for some reason neither one of them can do it, then I do it myself, and yes, I do. So clean water was number one. Number two, this is not the right order, she told me, but your grass. She says, do not let your grass get higher than 3 inches. Do not let your grass grow higher than 3 inches. And you're saying, why, Lester, what's up? You know, well, listen to me, y'all. The reason you don't let your grass get higher than 3 inches is because parasites can live in tall grass. They can't survive it in short grass, but they can survive and live in tall grass. So if you have a setting on your lawnmower, you keep that setting on 3 inches. You don't want it down to the dirt, y'all, because you want to have grass to grow. You don't want to burn the roots. But what you do want to make sure that you do is keep that grass, you know, about 3 inches. And let them eat it from there. And they can kind of avoid some of the parasites that can live in high grass. But the last thing, and this is the one that you're all going to freak out about, guys. If you notice and watch these goats, they don't eat from the same pile. Watch the pigs and watch the goats, watch the donkeys, watch the birds as they move from pile to pile. And so if you feed these guys in a bowl, they are more prone to get that, I don't want to say virus, I don't know if it's bacteria, but they're more prone to be able to catch whatever bug they get from eating out of a bowl than they are from eating on the ground. I don't know why, ask the vet. But I bet you it goes back to nature. I bet you it goes back to nature. In nature, where do you see animals eating from? You don't go see animals out in nature eating out of bowls. You don't see wild hogs. This is funny. I remember Chad said this. It was so true. You don't drive by and see a wild hog eating out of a bowl. That doesn't happen, y'all. Instead, wild hogs and wild everything eat off the ground. They eat, you know, baby, I'm not messing with you. She is so worried about me taking her oatmeal. You've already had yours, Newton. Now come back with me. Anyway, so those are the 3 things that we make sure that we do. Keep our grass at a certain height, no higher than 3 inches. We also get fresh, clean water every single day. No ifs, ands, or buts on that one. And then last but not least, we do feed on the ground. So, and then you're going to say, Lester, well, at least put it in the grass and not the dirt. Okay, so here's the problem with that. So if I was to pour that feed into grass, I'm trying to find some from another day. It's hard to find it from another day. But listen, if you pour that same feed into the grass, for example, sometimes the feed can get buried down so far in that grass, the little kernels of seed and corn and whatnot, the animals can't pick it up. And so we like to put that feed where they can actually see it all and eat it all. Guys, they're animals, and getting a little taste of dirt in their mouth is not like it is if you or I get dirt in our mouths. So as much as we love them, and we like to think of them as parts of the family, they are, but they're an animal species part of our family. And animals are a little bit rougher around the edges than what we are. A little bit rough around the edges than what we are, okay? So just know that, and know that all the babies are fine. But I will go grab up some something and give that baby so we can help clean her up from those scours.
All right, so Lester's going in to get her. Since everybody's sort of finishing eating, we don't want to take the risk of everybody trying to fight for what they'll view as a special treat. Even though it's medicine and not candy. Uh-oh. Carl doesn't want Lester to take any babies. Babe, maybe you should come out here and video so he comes to you and I can get the baby.
Don't worry, Jamie. I've trained Carl. He's fine.
Trained Carl. He looks trained all right. Oh my God. Do not trip over that ball. What are y'all doing? You're scaring me. Stop. Seriously.
It's just a game that we play, Jamie. Not to worry. Carl has been trained.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Don't worry, Jamie. He's a highly trained ostrich.
Oh my God.
All is good. Nothing to see here.
Playing hide and seek with an ostrich.
There's one thing I need to say, Jamie.
Yeah? What's that?
I hope for all of those teachers who didn't believe in me, who said I would never amount to anything, ha! Yeah! I trained an ostrich. Who's laughing now, Jamie?
Not.
Who's laughing now, Jamie? Oh, Lester will never amount to anything.
I mostly think this is why
Who's
women
trained an
live
ostrich,
longer.
Jamie?
I just think this is why women live longer is all.
There's nothing to be afraid of here, Jamie.
kind of beg to differ.
Just hanging out, waiting for Roxy to come to me.
Here we are, trying to medicate an animal. First, we gotta outsmart the ostrich. Hey, he sees you. He doesn't want you to touch that baby.
I know, okay?
He's like, you can be here, but you can look, but you cannot touch. That's exactly what he's telling you right now. He's like, be one with my friends. But you will never be one. Boy, this ought to be something. You better hope that that goat doesn't make a noise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Shoot.
Open the gate. Open the gate. Oh, what are y'all so worried about?
Well, I was worried. Oh my goodness.
Man. We just gotta become one with. Oh, baby.
Okay.
Take this paper. Come on, baby. We gotta take a little medicine. So what we're giving her is some B12 to kind of give her a little boost. Y'all know that goats are known for getting down, and once a goat gets down, anyone that raises goats will tell you it's really, really hard to get them back up. So whenever a goat gets sick, like Roxy here, doesn't matter with what, y'all. A goat gets down on you and they don't want to get back up. They don't have a will to live through hardly anything. Need me to hold her?
Nope.
And then we got a little combo here of all kinds of neat stuff, and you just got to put it right down her throat and squeeze a little syringe. And,
she got it. Yeah.
Little baby hit them. Oh no! No! You get back in there. You should think she's going.
Oh, that's some good.
I'm telling you, Jamie. For all those teachers who thought I would amount to nothing.
Here you are.
Surprise!